Namaste, everyone, to our open house on our study tour in India in the footsteps of Bhagavan Sri Rama. Glad to have our attendees join us as panelists, and we hope to get into all your questions and get to answering your questions about the study tour, the itinerary. We have Shantanu Gupta ji, of course. He's going to be there in the footsteps with you. We're waiting on Krishna ji to join us. He's going to go over some of the itinerary. We have Kalyanji, who's president of Hindu University of America, with us today. And thank you, everyone, for joining. And because you can unmute and show your camera, just be careful with that. And maybe we could do introductions according to how Kalyanji wants. So, Kalyanji, I'm glad to be working with you on this. I'm still glad and proud that we're offering this study tour in India. It's a long time coming. I know it's going to be exciting and wonderful once we get through it. I guess disappointed in the attendance for today's
Hey, Ankur, have you invited all the people who are in the list?
Yeah, I'm inviting people. You have to accept the panelist promotion link. It'll pop up, hit minimize, maximize. I'll resend it if you did not see it the first time. We got a few more people join.
All right. So at the outset, let's get started. Okay, I'm happy that the few of you have joined. As I said, I'm surprised that so few have joined actually. So we have to internally figure out why the attendance is so low. But in any case, for the people who have joined, I'm very, very happy that you have joined, and this is our inaugural study tour, which we are proposing for this year. The idea has been we always wanted to launch some study tour based courses. These are not just tourist events. It's not tourism events, but these are actually courses. A course of study that is going to be integrated with with an intense travel schedule. The inaugural inaugural course is the course that we are titling In the Footsteps of Bhagavan Sri Rama. Discover Dharma, a study tour in India, in the footsteps of Bhagavan Sri Rama. And we think we'll do many more like this. If this is successful, we have enough participation, enough interest, we'll do in the footsteps of Swami Vivekananda, in the footsteps of Adi Shankara, in the footsteps of Sri Krishna, and so on. So which will be a kind of a very engaging, interesting study tour with the faculty accompanying the tour along with all the course the students in the course. Now, the specific faculty member who's going to be joining this tour is Shantanu Gupta ji. He's here from India. Namaste, Shantanu ji. Thank you for joining us. And Ankur, I suppose you have a formal introduction to Shantanu, right? You're going to do that in a minute. You're on mute.
Yeah, okay. I will. It's been my pleasure to work with Shantanu ji for a couple quarters now at Hindu University of America. He's written books, many of them very popular. He wrote one of his books, The Monk Who Became Chief Minister, a biography of Yogi Adityanath, has really connected Shantanu ji to a range of interesting people across India and across the world. And it's going to be exciting to have us join him. I don't want to take up too much time introducing him, but he's the founder of the Ramayana School. Really apt that he's the person who's leading this. He's been teaching courses at Hindu University of America. He's just been on TV. He's just a great person to have and always engaging and fun to discuss big ideas with. So with that, I think he's going to be a great host for this. So okay. Shantanu ji.
Okay. Now, secondly, the second person who's joining us today is Krishna Vegaraju. And Krishna ji is from New York City, and he is going to be the one organizing all of the logistics in this tour. So he's going to be taking care of all the well-being of all the students as they embark on this tour. So, anything you want to say, Ankur, about Krishna ji? Any introduction to him?
I just been pleasure working with you and looking forward to this amazing experience with
Okay.
you, Krishnaji. I've seen you being great and organizing and dealing with this, and you've done this, I think, a few different times with different groups and a whole range of experience you bring to the table.
Okay. All right. Okay, great. So with that, Shantanu, are you going to begin, or is it Krishnaji who's going to begin? Who's going to start?
Let me start. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Over to you.
Yeah. Okay, namaste, all of you. Though I'm from India, currently, Dr. Kalyan, as I told you, I'm in London currently. Next 2.5 months, I'll be spending in Oxford for a fellowship. Yeah, so it's that's how it's being. And in fact, in the morning today, like the midnight of UK, I took a HUA course on Ramayana, like for the batch I'm taking care. So lovely to see all of you. And I'm doing this Ramayana course with HUA from the last couple of quarters. And in multiple discussions with Dr. Kalyan, the idea came, can we convert the leadership lessons of Ramayana into a study tour, right? Where we travel from Ayodhya, where Ramayana starts in Balakanda, and can we go till Sri Lanka, where Ramayana kinds of end, right? In Yuddhakand. So just allow me, Ankurji, I can share a chat with everyone, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
I can, right? So can you all jump on this link? This is how I normally take my classes also. And meanwhile, I'm sharing my screen also. Hopefully technology will help me. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay. Yeah. Discover Dharma study tour with Hindu University of America. And I'm sure all of you are on my link. And this is a small test that are you on my link or not? So just tell me, do you know the basic story of Ramayana, right? Like Rama was born, married to Mata Sita, exiled, Sita Mata got kidnapped, and fight with Ravana. Ravana was dead. Basic storyline. I'm sure you all know it, right? You all know it. Okay. Now just tell me, from where did you learn your Ramayana? There are multiple sources where you could have done it. Is it the classic Ramanand Sagarji's TV serial? Or you read the 24,000 shlokas of Valmiki Ramayana, or Tulsi Ramayana, or Amar Chit Katha, or the age-old Indian tradition of hearing it from parents, teachers, gurus, like the oral tradition? Lovely. Okay. I think the little saddening part of the graph is that very few of you have read the original text, either Valmiki Ramayana or Tulsi Ramayana. That'll be our endeavor to take you through the text. So when you already know Ramayana, let me ask you one question. What is the fundamental teaching of Ramayana as per you? Right? If you want to engage in a 3-week journey of Ramayana, I just want to hear from you, what is the fundamental teaching of Ramayana as per you? You have 3 options, I guess. Just write it down. Okay, teaching Dharma. That's the tagline of our course also. Okay, how to live Dharmic life. Okay. Righteousness, sacrifice. Keep writing. All of you. Satya, teaching Dharma, how to rule. All of you. Write all your options. Must be 3 options. Proper behavior, family values, duties, right? So for each one of you, Ramayana is giving his own set of teachings to all of you, right? In fact, if I can use the modern lingo, can I call Ramayana as like a chat GPT? I'm not demeaning Ramayana, but I'll tell you why I'm calling Ramayana chat GPT. Right? Though chat GPT is a little different, it only tells you what it is fed. So you can send any query to Ramayana and Ramayana will give you answer, right? So if you ask basic facts, it will give you basic facts. If you ask moral lessons, it will give you moral lessons. If you say what Ramarajya means how to govern a nation, it will give you that answer, right? There is geography of Ramayana. There is dating in Ramayana. There is flora and fauna in Ramayana. There are life lessons. There are multiple of it. And what you learn from Ramayana, we got from this like multiplicity of this chart also, right? Okay, so So let me start with the first very basic facets of Ramayana, the facts on Ramayana, right? So let me invite you for a 5-question quiz. And this is how our 3 weeks course will be packed, that it will take you from facts to Ramayana, to geography of Ramayana, to lessons from Ramayana, to multiple facets of Ramayana. The 14 years that Rama walked from Ayodhya to Sri Lanka has multiple lessons. He started as a king, not even a king, exiled king, and he came back as God Rama, right? We don't call God to his father Dashrath, though he was a mighty king. We don't call God to Love and Kush, his sons, who were mighty kings themselves. But those 14 years, what transformed within Rama in those 14 years, that will be our query in those 3 weeks, when we travel from the same path where Rama traveled. So, but first, the basic one, let me start from the basic one, right? The facts around Ramayana. Who wrote original Ramayana? So once you're out of the course, you are a scholar yourself. By the time you're back in your home after the 3-week tour, you will be a scholar yourself. Rishi Valmiki, Rishi Vashishta, Rishi Vedavyasa, Rishi Valmiki it is. So we will start with facts. We will start with facts. Was Rishi Valmiki contemporary of Lord Rama? Meaning, were they, let's say Ankurji said, I'm biographer of Yogi Adnaji. We are contemporaries. I can go and talk to Yogi Ji, which I do, right? But was the case with Rishi Valmiki? Was that the case with Rishi Valmiki? Yes, there are multiple conversations between them. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, let me ask you one more question. Valmiki Ramayana is written in which language? Valmiki Ramayana is written in which language? Is it Hindi, Awadhi, Pali, or Sanskrit? It is Sanskrit. It is Sanskrit. It is Awadhi is Ramcharitmanas. Okay, let me ask you 2 more questions before I move ahead. Valmiki Ramayana has about how many shlokas? Valmiki Ramayana has about how many shlokas? 108, 1008, 24,000, or 5,000? Valmiki Ramayana has about how many shlokas? It's a massive text for sure. It's the second epic in the world. Mahabharata being the biggest. So 24,000 shlokas, right? And Ankurji, can they chat with me? They can write in chat, right? Yeah. How many shlokas Mahabharata has? How many shloka Mahabharata has? Mahabharata has almost 4 times of the shlokas of Ramayana, almost 100,000 shlokas, right? So that's a massive text. Even if you read like how many 10 shlokas a day, it will take you almost 2,400 days. That is almost 7 years. If you do it religiously every day, you spend at least 1.5 hours. You can read not more than 10 shlokas with meanings, right? That massive is the text, right? And in our immersive tour, we want to pack you with multiple facets of Ramayana. I'll show you how. First is the facts, which I'm just giving you a glimpse around the facts of Ramayana. In which kind of Valmiki Ramayana, Rama was sent to exile for 14 years. Right? Rama was born to Dashratha, he was getting trained, he got married to Mata Sita, he was about to be anointed as a king of Ayodhya, Kosala Empire, but with the plot of Kekai and Manthara, he was sent to Vanvas. It was Ayodhya Kand, the second Kand. So the first facet is the facts around Ramayana, which is like a sublime theme of the whole of tour. But that's the basic one. Then we'll jump to, okay, let me find out how you do in the quiz. Let me find out how you did in the quiz. Lovely. Okay. Claps for Hariji. Okay. Now let's see what is the purpose of Ramayana and the Indian knowledge system. Where is Ramayana placed? In the Indian knowledge system, when I say Vedas, Puranas, Shastras, right? Upanishada, Itihasas, Strutis. Where is Ramayana placed? Ramayana is a Itihasa. And there are only 2 Itihasas. Valmiki Ramayana and Vedavyasa Mahabharata. Not any other Ramayana, like Kaman Ramayana, Adhyatma Ramayana, or Tulsi Ramayana are not Itihasa. Only Valmiki Ramayana is the Itihasa. And there are 3 elements to Itihasa. Purvavrittam, Kathayuktam. Purvavrittam, it has happened in Purv. It has happened in the past, meaning it's a history documentation. Second element, Kathayuktam, meaning every small detail is packed. Every small interesting detail is also packed, conversations are packed, which has happened in really, so that the story element is also captured and the story can live long. A boring story will never live long, right? If I only document the historical fact, right? Let's say I told you, right? Rama was a king, he was exiled, Mata Sita got kidnapped, fight with Ravana. Nobody will like this story, right? You have to pack every element, which is packed in Ramayana. So Purva Vrittam, Katha Yuktam. But is the purpose history keeping? Purva Vrittam? Maybe not. Is the purpose Katha Yuktam? Only entertainment? Maybe not. They are partial purposes. But the purpose is the Falashruti. What is the Falashruti? What is the output of writing Ramayana for Valmiki and reading Ramayana for us? That by reading it, you will get the life lessons of Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, how to live a complete life. So that's the second element, life lessons from Ramayana. And let me touch one or two of them. So from Balkand, which starts in Ayodhya, and Yuddhakand, which ends in Sri Lanka, let me give you two examples of amazing leadership lessons that we'll discuss every day during our 3 weeks of tour. I'm sure you know the scene. What's happening here, right? What's happening here? KK is asked for the 2 boons. Rama was about to be anointed as a king next day, but Dasharatha is double mind what to do. Shall I agree to KK or shall I not? But if I agree to KK, Rama is gone. Like my son, my beloved son, is gone to jungle for 14 years. Not only that, Ayodhya will lose such an amazing king, right? So shall I go ahead or not? That's going on his mind. And I want you to become Darshatha for next 1 minute. Imagine you're King Darshatha. You don't have any signed agreement with KK. You can go back on your promise. Just a verbal promise. And KK asks for these 2 very, very weird demands. What will you do? Touch your heart and tell me. Don't give me a goody answer. Give me a practical answer. You would reject the demand because you love your son. Or more practical, you reject the demand because Ayodhya will lose a king like a Ram for 14 years. Right? And jungle is a ferocious place. I don't know if he will come back or not. Or you'll say, KK, okay, I will agree to your demand, but ask something sane. We can't send a king which is selected by everyone of Ayodhya to jungle just like that. Right? So you are my modern Darshathas. All of you, come and respond, please. If you're not on the link, let me send you the link. Please, the people who joined later, can you just hop on this link so that you can talk to me? So out of the participants who responded, around 43% will follow the promise, and remaining almost 50% people will not follow the promise. Let's see what Darshatha did. Darshatha said, promise is a promise is a promise. And he said, I will walk my talk. And a very, very famous chopai from Tulsi Ramayana, Raghukula Reet Sada Chali Aayi, Prana Jai Par Vachan Na Jai. Meaning, it is said by my forefathers that I will do it just to keep the legend of promise keeping. If the king, as a king, if I will not keep the promise, nobody will keep the promise in society. And the legend of promise keeping will go to the bins. People will promise by the day and break it by the evening. And there will be harakiri in the whole society. Right? So just to keep the promise keeping, the concept of promise keeping intact, he sent his son away. These were the men then, and so much to learn from them. And imagine we're discussing all of this while we are walking where these people existed thousands and thousands of years back. Let me give you one more example. I'm sure you know this scene. What is happening here? This is in Aranyakand, right? They are in Nasik, near Nasik, and Surpanka comes. He comes to Rama, he finds Rama handsome. He says, Rama, will you marry? Right? And Rama says very interesting things. Rama said, I'm already married. Do you hear it intriguing? Right? Why it's intriguing? It's intriguing because marrying multiple people was a norm that time. His father was married to 3 women. Darshatha had 3 wives, 3 queens, right? And you will realize that Rama is the first person in humanity who talked about Eka Patni Vrata. And later, that became almost the law of the land of the whole of the world. So if you see this map, polygamy is illegal in most part of the world, apart from Islamic countries. And Rama was the first person who talked about Ek Patni Vrata. So you can extract a lot of Ramarajya principles of society and governance both from Ramayana. That's why I'm calling it. It's a very ancient chat GPT. You send a query, it will give you a response. If you send a query for facts, it will give you facts. If you ask him life lessons, it will give you life lessons. If you ask him governance theories, it will give you governance theories. If you see how society should be organized, it will tell you answer for how society should be organized. That's the facet number 2. Let me ask you. Let me tell you the facet number 3 for this tour: the geography of Ramayana. Balkand starts from Ayodhya, and Yuddhakand goes on till Sri Lanka, where Krishnaji will tell, we will go to every leg of the geography of Ramayana. Isn't it fascinating, right? And if you just take out your mobile phones, open Google Maps, and try to find the distance between 2 places, Ayodhya, Uttar Pradesh. I'm just ruling out any other Ayodhya. There is Ayodhya in Thailand also. The spelling is different. Ayodhya in Uttar Pradesh is from, and in the end point, just say Dhanushkodi in Tamil Nadu. Ayodhya in Uttar Pradesh. I hope all of you are doing it on your Google Maps, on your mobile. Ayodhya in Uttar Pradesh to Dhanushkodi in Tamil Nadu. Tell me the distance. Tell me the distance. I'm not even going to Sri Lanka. I'm just the tip from where Hanumanji took the jump to the sea, right? 2,400 kilometers. Rama walked all of this in 14 years. Started as exiled king, and when he came back, he was the grit he has shown, the qualities have shown, the morality has shown, made him Rama, Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram for the humanity. 2,400 kilometers. So we will go this 2,400 kilometers and beyond to Sri Lanka. That massive will be our study tour, right? I just want to show you. That's why I made you calculate this, right? And then the last will be every day while we're in the bus, while in the train, while in the flight, I'll be keep doing you a lot of self-reflection exercises with you. Because as I told you, Ramayana gives you a decision framework that you can make for yourself in life, right? So let me ask you one thing. Which character of Ramayana inspires you the most? And Ankurji, I just want to talk to 1 or 2 people who raised their hand. Which first let them enter. Which character of Ramayana inspire you the most? Hanumanji, okay. If more people will write the same thing, that word will look bigger in this tool. Okay. Sri Ram, Bharat. Sri Ram is obvious. Ramayana. Ramayana is the journey of Rama. Those 14 years of journey of Rama. Hanumanji, Ram, Bharat. Any of you want to raise hand and share why Hanuman, why Ram, why Lakshman, why Sumitra ji? You want to raise hand and talk to us very quickly? We're in the last 2 minutes.
If anybody else wants to be promoted to panelist, there you go, Hariji. I can also promote you to panelist. I think we have some more people join since I last went through that.
So Hanumanji is because yeah. Can I go ahead?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Shantanu and the team, Hanumanji, because he's very knowledgeable and he's very devoted. Devoted to Bhagavan. So the combination of the two is a very potent combination, devoted to the right cause, the right truth, and knowledgeable, right? You can be very devoted, but not knowledgeable, you cannot execute. So that's the combination I like about Hanumanji.
And the interesting part is that in the story of Ramayana, when I asked the participant, who's your favorite character, it's Hanumanji, right? And Rama will not mind. And that's the beautiful Indian tradition. The Bhakt is more popular than the God himself. Right. And when I last checked with someone who works in temples, he said Hanuman temples are far more outnumbered than the Rama temples. And Rama will never mind it. Right. That's the power of bhakti. And we will go where Hanuman was born. We will go to the place which is Hampi now. Right. We'll go to that place during a tour where Hanumanji met Rama. And what was the first experience of Rama? When the first conversation happened between Rama and Hanuman, Rama was almost mesmerized and he whispered to Lakshman, he's not a normal human being. The kind of grammar, the kind of words, the kind of vocabulary he's using, he's an erudite, knowledgeable person. And then we realized the Hanumanji's gurus was Lord Sun, right? Okay, let me ask you one more critical thinking, and then I'll pass it on to Krishna. Which Ravana quality you want to kill in yourself? I believe we all have Rama qualities, we all have Ravana qualities, right? The idea is to identify the Rama qualities, to identify the Ravana qualities, and keep increasing the Rama qualities and keep decreasing the Ravana qualities. In this webinar, and we'll do it many such exercises of self-reflection every day during our tour, you have an opportunity. I will not even get to know who's writing what. You are like anonymous. So you can very easily identify, because identification is the first step. Anger and pride. Pride. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So similarly, we use multiple tools: the facts, the narratives, tracing your Ramayana within you, different what if situations will take you to the path, and the lessons of Ramayana. So that's why I called it use the loose term chat GPT. We will send various queries to Ramayana during our tour. Some will be the factual queries, some will be scientific queries, some will be leadership life lessons queries, some will be critical thinking queries, and some will be around the geography of Ramayana. Right? I'll be with you throughout the tour. For the details of the itinerary, I want to pass it on to Krishna ji. Yeah, that's all from me. And you can hold your questions towards the end. We can cover all the questions together. Thank you. I'll stop sharing now.
Namaskar to all. Thank you, Kalyanji. Thank you, Shantanu. Shantanu, thank you, Ankurji, for giving me an opportunity. I am from a travel company who has been chosen by Dr. Kalyan Vishwanathanji. See, our tour starts on arrival in India, basically from New Delhi. So New Delhi to Ayodhya. New Delhi will go to first to Lucknow, Prayagraj. After that, and from Lucknow we'll travel by train to from Delhi to Ayodhya we'll travel by train, Shatabdi Express. And from there, should I share my screen of
yeah, that's what I was wondering, if you're not sharing. Please share it.
Itinerary? I'll share. Then I'll bring in this is just to show that how important to us and how proud we feel after so many centuries we could get hold of our own place to build Ram temple. And from here I'll bring on the itinerary part of it.
You may want to run the slide like in the run mode.
I don't have it. I have the itinerary mode. I can just scroll down.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you not able to scroll?
It's just opening. Microsoft Word. Yes. From Delhi to Ayodhya, we will travel by train.
Krishna ji, we are still able to see your slides only, not the Word file, if you want to show that.
Just a minute.
You have to do enable editing, I think. I don't know.
Screen sharing is paused. Okay.
You can stop the screen sharing and start again and show the Word.
Okay. I'll do that. Basically, on arrival in Delhi, can you see my screen?
No, not yet. You can say share screen and entire computer, and then whatever you will browse through in your computer, we will see.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's coming, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, now we are able to see.
So on arrival in Delhi, we'll get into, like, basically on 23rd of December, 22nd, basically we can people traveling from USA, they can depart from USA, whatever city the person is leaving, they try to get into New Delhi on 23rd of December. On arrival, we'll have our HUA, Hindu University of America's representative, meeting them. All individual arrivals we've arranged. So it's not like we do wait for the whole group to come in. Each individual, as and when they come, once they share their flight details with us, we'll arrange transfers to the hotel. Hotel we are using is Royal Plaza, which is centrally located in Connaught Place. That evening, normally all flights coming into India are evening flights or late night flights. On arrival, we'll have dinner and stay at the hotel. Next day morning, we'll have discussions with scholars and visit to Akshardham temple. In the morning time, we thought we'll have discussions with scholars. Shantanu is working on that. The invitees, the scholars about Ramayana discussion, like where it started, how it influenced our whole country, and how we move forward. And in the late afternoon, we'll visit Akshardham temple, which is one of its own, and we'll witness light and sound show at the Akshardham temple that evening. Next day also we'll continue with the discussions. So in the whole tour, all breakfasts, lunch, and dinners all are covered. All vegetarian meals we provide. And 24th we'll have this 23rd arrival, 24th of December, the tour, discussions in the morning, afternoon Akshardham temple tour. And Kalyanji suggested we must go to Bharat Mata Mandap, which is created in Pragati Maidan. We can visit the whole, the idea behind it. We can discuss about it. We can know about it. And in addition to Dr. Shantanu accompanying the group as a tour leader, we'll have historian sort of well-knowledged accompanying English-speaking guide. For the convenience of all the people coming from whatever corners of the world, best is to have an English-speaking guide with the knowledge about Ramayana, how it works, entire country, for a smooth functioning of the tour. And on 25th of December, the panelists are to be decided by Dr. Shantanu and Dr. Kalyanji. We'll have discussions about Ramayana. All meals are included in that. On 26th, we'll go to Ayodhya by Shatabdi Express. Morning departure from Delhi to Lucknow by 6:10 a.m. In the afternoon, we'll reach Lucknow, and we'll have a brief lunch on arrival, and just get ready for Ayodhya travel. By road, we will travel, say, around 3 o'clock. 1 o'clock approximately we arrive. We'll have lunch and get onto the bus to go to Ayodhya. It takes around 3 hours drive. That will allow us, if we depart Lucknow by 3 p.m., approximately by 6 p.m. we'll arrive into Ayodhya. Ayodhya will have an opportunity to see Sarayu River Ganga Aarti, to witness the beautiful Ganga Aarti, the ritual and all that. And on 27th, we'll visit important places in Ayodhya. Briefly, it's mentioned here, Hanuman Gari, and it's still under construction. We may get permissions to visit the site. We may not get. We're working on that. Dr. Shantanu will help us. And from that's the Ram Janmabhoomi temple. Proceed to visit Ram Janmabhoomi temple. You can see my screen clearly, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we.
And later, visit the Sita ki Rasoi, the kitchen used by Goddess Sita during that era. And we can see utensils, all the all that as if it's happening now. You can imagine, and you can feel the power of the place. Then we'll go from there to Dashrath Bhavan, where Lord Rama grew up. Then Kanak Bhavan. Kanak Bhavan was reconstructed in 1891, which was mahal for the Sita ji, for her stay, residence of Sita at that time. And from there we'll have all meals. Then from Ayodhya to Chitrakoot, this is by road, by bus we'll travel. It's around 6 hours to 7 hours to Chitrakoot. So Chitrakoot, 7 a.m. we need to depart. And by afternoon, by noon we'll reach. We'll have meals there. Then we'll continue our travel, visiting the places in Chitrakoot. So major events in Bhagavan Ram and Mata Sita ki life mein jo hua hai, the things happened during their period, all happened here. In the afternoon, we'll go to Ramghat, on the banks of Mandakini River. So where Tulsi Jasi has written the Ramayana. So this is Shantanu ji, can you explain about this Gupta Godavari?
No, I'm saying currently we will not talk about each and element, but the beauty of Chitrakoot is that, yeah, just go up, just show this temple. Yeah, this yellow temple. Yeah,
Right.
This is the exact place where Bharat and Rama met, right? Rama was in exile, and Bharat went to get him back. That you come back and you should be the king, and that's a beautiful moment. And you can't even imagine today. Two brothers are saying, one brother is saying, "Why don't you become the king?" And other is saying, "You become the king." And today say, "No, I want to be the CEO of the company, and you get out." Right? That's an emotional, very emotional moment, and like very different. And finally, there's a settlement that Rama will be the Rama will be the king, and Bharat will be his proxy. So this is the place. We'll go to every important place that we heard in Ramayana, or we'll discover new places in Ramayana. So the beautiful site, Chanakya, Chitrakoot, and also the significance, Ramcharitmanas, one of the other versions, major versions, was largely written in Chitrakoot by Acharya Tulsidas.
Is this a place where Paduka of Ramji was given to Bharat to take and put on the throne to continue to rule the country?
Exactly. This is called Bharat Milap temple. So now there's a temple. Yeah.
Yes.
So what next?
Spatik Shila.
Yeah.
So this also footprints of Lord Rama and Goddess Sita. So we can visit all these places, and you can feel we are reliving their journey. We are visiting each and every place. Then to Janki Kund, where Sita ji took that Agni Pariksha, right, sir?
After coming. Yeah. And while I don't want to reveal too much in the document now,
Okay.
and while this is happening, we are doing a lot of reflection exercise. As I told you, the factual one, the life lessons, the reflections. So how Rama is living as if we are walking the journey through all these places. Yeah.
Thank you. Then Ayodhya to Prayagraj. We'll go to Prayagraj. It's around 4 hours drive. Prayagraj, we'll have the whole where Kumbh happens, all that visit the places we can visit and see the places. And there are lots of folklores happening during the period of the travel. We'll understand, as rightly said by Shantanu-ji. We know this Aarti again at Triveni Sangam is beautiful in the evening.
Yeah.
Right. And Prayagraj too, we'll go to Varanasi. Varanasi is well known, Benares, our beloved Prime Minister's constituency. And there again, after a morning visit to Ganga iconic Sangam in Prayagraj, then we'll travel to Kashi Vishwanath temple in Varanasi. So that evening we'll have Ganga Aarti, which is well attended and well prepared, and you'll have goosebumps at that place where you're on the boats looking at the banks, and lots of chanting is happening. It's like once in lifetime experience.
So there will be a boat tour on the Ganga in
Right.
Varanasi, right?
Right. We'll be taken by boat into Ganga, in the middle of the Ganga. From there, we'll watch towards the Ganges banks where Ganga Aarti happens. So that evening, again, discussions and talks keep going on during the period, wherever you are, on the bus or on the way, even during lunches, dinners, or all the period, wherever we have get-togethers together. And next day morning, we'll go morning sunrise boat ride. There are three times you'll have boat rides. So this is again mesmerizing. All over darkness, still little dawn happening. Slowly the sun comes up. The river glitters like gold. It's beautiful sight, and the best part is carry with your cameras and capture the moments. And during that morning time, lots of people come, whole families. It's very close to our Hindus. They do give Ganga Aarti, not only like lots of for the well-being of the families. They do lots of rituals there. Then after that, once that is over in the morning boat ride, we'll go back to the hotel, have breakfast, then move on to the local tours. During the stay in Varanasi, we'll visit Durga Temple and Bharatmata Mandir. Then Sarnath also. It's like a seat for Buddhism, where
Sarnath Krishna is also the place where the original Ashoka Stamba is kept, which is the emblem of India. Right. There's a beautiful museum there. Yeah, and as you said, it's one of the very important sites of
Buddhism. We'll come back from Sarnath and have dinner at the hotel in Varanasi. Then next day morning, again we'll have a boat ride, and in the afternoon, 1:30, around 10:30 after the breakfast, we'll go to airport in Varanasi, fly to Mumbai. 1:30. This is the approximate timings we've given. Once we book the flights, we'll give the exact timings and everything. All the tickets and all will come. For those who book well in advance with us, whole tour, all the domestic tickets are included in the tour. So by 3:50 in the afternoon, we'll reach Mumbai. From there, straight away from airport, we'll go by road to Nasik. Nasik we'll reach by evening for dinner. Then next day, we'll have on Wednesday in Nasik. There are plenty of places to visit and see and experience. Visit to Panchvati and Kalram Temple, and Nasik Trayambak, where confluence of the rivers happen there, which is very auspicious to religious point of view and medicinal point of view also. That's very to take a dip over there. It's considered as very auspicious, as well as medically very good for the health. Sir, about Panchvati, would you like to say, or we'll continue the tour first, then we'll explain all that?
So the Panchvati is an important place where by the time 13 years of exile was over and Sita Mata was kidnapped. So that's the significance. But yeah, we will discuss more about it.
So Krishna, you have to speed up a little bit because we're running out of time.
Sure. And from Nasik to Mumbai, while coming back, because while going to other places like Lepakshi, we need to come to Mumbai, then take a flight to Bangalore. Then from Bangalore to Lepakshi, we'll travel where Jatayu fell. this place considered as the place where he fell. The significance is Lord Rama says in a language, Le Pakshi, get up bird. Thus the name it has come Le Pakshi. From there, local temples, very, very important temples we'll visit. From Le Pakshi to Hampi, we'll travel by road again. So that's around 5.5, 6 hours drive. Hampi is very important, where kingdom of Sugriva, and where Lord Hanuman met Bhagavan Sri Ram. And local temples visit, we'll explain all that folklore. And Hampi is very significant from Indian point of view. Vijayanagara Empire, one of the greatest empires, it was there. During those periods, they used to sell all the specious stones on the street, like vegetables nowadays, how vendors sell the vegetables. Like those days, these were the kind of richness you can feel at that place, Hampi. Then visit to Hanuman temple there. Then move on to Rama temple, where you have singing stamba, the pillars. You can understand significance and importance of how architecture and the kind of intelligence our ancestors had at the time. Then after Hampi, visiting all the places, explaining all that, and we'll go to Bangalore. We'll take a flight from Bangalore to Madurai. On arrival at Madurai, we'll take by road. In Madurai, we'll visit Madurai Meenakshi temple. And from Madurai to Rameshwaram, we'll drive. Rameshwaram, you can see this Dhanishkodi. That's the point where we go, and we'll visit where Lord Rama has created Shivlinga for rituals, and here also there are beautiful temples and temple architecture. Where Gandharva Madana temple, Gandharva Madana temple, Gandha Madana temple, where Lord Hanuman flew from India to Sri Lanka, sir, by air. In the sense, like he after discussions with all the Vanar Sena and Sugriva, how to locate Mata Sita, that's where Lord Rama goes from here and goes all the way to Sri Lanka. And where you have in Madurai, Rameshwara to Madurai, we'll come back and we'll see. In Rameshwaram, this all the Ram Setu, where it started, still the rocks are floating on the sea. One can see even NASA has confirmed it. The rocks flow on the sea there, and how the Setu was constructed, all that we can hear lots of things about it. And from Rameshwaram, we'll come back to Madurai. We will visit few places. In Madurai, there is one Saraswati temple, Saraswati library, where you have ancient texts still intact. From Rameshwaram back to Madurai. Madurai to Colombo, we'll travel by air. We'll take a flight from Madurai to Colombo. On arrival into Colombo, we'll visit the places of importance where falls in the footsteps of Rama, the story, and where we can see all those places and feel the power of the place. And we'll have here the important thing is we'll have seaplane ride to see aerial view of Ram Setu. So where Sita Kotwa, all those places we can see in where Mata Sita was kept in exile, and where Lord Rama met her first, and all those places we'll witness and see those places, and from there we'll visit this place around 4 days places: Anuradhapura, we can see aerial view of Ram Setu and Sita Kotwa. One of the days we'll see on January 15th. These are the places. And we'll visit Kandy from there, where you have, it's a little bit, a mix of cultural sites, historical sites, as well as local places to visit. Hanuman temple will visit there. And we'll come to Sita Amman temple in tea factory visit Sita Amman temple in Sri Lanka. And we'll see Nikumbala Egna, where was performed by Indrajit for to get power not to be killed by anybody else, where we visit Chilva Munishwaran temple and all that. Then on 17th of January, we'll complete our visit in Sri Lanka. Then we'll take a flight from Colombo to Delhi, New Delhi. And at New Delhi on arrival, and if anybody would like to extend their trip in India or come back or stay for probably between 22nd to 24th of January, inauguration of Ayodhya temple, Sri Ram temple at Ayodhya may be open by the time. If possible, if anybody gets the, if we can manage entry for the inauguration, which is very next to impossible. But if anybody would like to do on their own, they can do that. And the tour ends at New Delhi on arrival on 17th of January 2024.
Okay, you can stop there. Okay, Krishnaji.
Yes.
Stop sharing.
Yes.
All right. So I think it's important now to take questions. We'd like to hear from the audience. Any questions? Of course, the first question would be, what is the cost of the tour? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So there are two costs. One is what we call a single occupancy and a double occupancy. So double occupancy means throughout the tour, you're sharing a room with somebody else. Okay, you're sharing a room with somebody else. So the double occupancy price would be, the total price, including the course, will be $5,500. Excluding, and that excludes the travel from US to India. It's just the travel in India and the accommodation, the stay, the food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the travel, airfares inside India, airfare to Sri Lanka and back, trains, buses, everything is included in that one price, $5,500. It also includes the course price, the teaching part of the course. Now that is double occupancy. If it is single occupancy, meaning you prefer to stay in a private room of your own without sharing with anybody else, it'll be another $1,000. So it'll be $6,500. And that is the early bird price. Early bird price means, you should be booked and ready to go, paid in full by end of October, by 31st of October. If you are delayed and you're unable to make a decision before October 31st and you postpone your decision until sometime after that, the prices will go up by about $500. So it'll become $6,000 for the double occupancy and 7,000 for the single occupancy. So now we'll take some questions. Okay, Swarupa Bangaru, you have your hand up. Can you please unmute and ask your question? Ankur, can you turn off this closed captioning? I don't know who needs it. Swarupaji, can you please ask your question? You have your hand up. Okay, he's on mute. You're unable to mute. Okay, anybody else with any questions, please?
Dr. Vedantam.
Yes, please.
At the start of the tour, we are already in Delhi area.
Yeah.
At the end of the tour, we would like to come to Bangalore. Does it make any difference in the logistics and the pricing and all that type of stuff?
Okay, so you're saying that from Colombo you'd like to return to Bangalore, is what you're saying,
right,
instead of going back. Okay, we can make arrangements so that one-off exceptional cases we will deal with one by one basis. But price-wise, it'll not be that significant difference. Small thing. It's more convenience rather than
more convenience. Okay.
Getting you back to Delhi and then back from Delhi to Bangalore. So we'll work with you on that. No
the
problem.
dates are very much fixed. Whatever you said, it's not going to change anymore, right?
No, it's not going to change. It is based upon several factors that are in play here. One factor is we wanted to be close to the inauguration of the Ram Janmabhoomi temple, but not formally included because we cannot include it without permission from the government of India. That's one. Second is that availability of our faculty. Shantanu Gupta ji has kindly committed to be part of the whole tour. Okay. And he's in currently, where are you? In Oxford University? You're in Oxford?
I'm in London, but I'll be going to Oxford.
Yeah, you're in London, and he's in a fellowship program. So he's going to be coming back, and he'll accompany the whole tour for the whole duration. So based on all those criteria, right, his availability, the Ram Janmabhoomi event, inauguration event, we slotted this. And climate, is very important. We don't want it to be too hot when you're traveling. So we've kind of identified this spot. It's fixed. I mean, in fact, the already blocks are being placed for hotels and tickets and everything. So yeah.
And any flight insurance and medical insurance provided, or we have to get our own?
Yeah, Krishnaji, please, you let it address that.
The insurance we can offer, or best is to get on your own, sir. Your choice of insurances. I can suggest few companies, but that's totally up to you how you would like to go about it. But
next question would be: do you really have to take the course, or can you just enjoy travel the thing, or is it mandatory?
I think the course is integrated into the tour. Okay, so in other words, right, Shantanuji is going to be organizing many interesting
yes, I can see it.
Talks, and we're trying to see if we can get somebody like Meenakshi Jain to address us in Delhi, and other celebrity speakers along the way. So it is more than just a tour.
Yes.
Yeah. So it'll be a tremendous learning experience. So in fact,
I can see. Yes, I can see a very good teacher in Shantanu.
Yeah.
And also, Dr. Vedantam, like, it's not that we are teaching. It's like we'll do an orientation every day morning, and while we're talking, while we're in bus, while we're in flight, like there's some reflection happening. So that's not like just a tourism tour. By the end, you return as a mini scholar from Anand. That's the objective, but in a very fun way. Yeah, people call me I'm an interesting teacher.
One last question I had was, can you pay it in rupees?
Equivalent, sir.
Okay, equivalent.
Yeah, equivalent. Yeah, correct.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate your time and efforts.
Yeah. So, any other questions?
Yeah, quick question, Kalyanji.
Yes, please.
If there are two people and one of them is not a HUA participant, student, then what happens? I want to get one more person, But if she is not a HUA member, has not taken courses, how does that work?
I mean, it doesn't matter. See, the thing is,
Okay.
one does not have to be a HUA student. I mean, by virtue of taking this course, this study tour, she will become a student, and yeah, and she can can hang on to this lessons and classes as much as she can. So it's perfectly fine. So you just have to accommodate that. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the price will be what, double occupancy or single occupancy twice?
Double occupancy, but you have to pay for each person. It's not for one person.
Yeah. Right. So it will be like
$5,500 times 2.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, $5,500 times 2. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Suresh ji. Yes, Suresh.
Yeah, so I had a question, Kalyanji. So, for example, if my wife and I are both interested in signing up as an early bird, and if there is some kind of severe emergency, unescapable emergency, how is there a provision to cancel or rebook for next year or something like that?
Yeah, we'll work with you on that. Okay, we'll work with you on that. Okay, so see, for us, the trip becomes viable for us if we have at least 15 members, 15 students in the group. Okay, if it becomes any smaller than that, then at our own end we'll have to struggle a little bit to make it happen. Okay, and our ideal size that we are hoping will be 25, 20 to 25, ideal size. We will definitely have the tour if we hit the number 15, definitely. Okay. And to help us plan properly, right? So what we are asking people to do is to sign up for the course, on our website. Ankur, can you put the course page on the website? Yeah. So the signing up the course is just it's a $500 course. You're just paying $500 right now. But what you're essentially saying is, look, I'm interested in the tour and I'm committing right now. And so we are hoping that by September 30th, which is approximately 2 weeks from now, we will have an adequate number already signing up, which will give us a good sense of, how we are situated as far as the tour is concerned. And then the balance payment, for the early bird is due by end of October 31st. In any case, everybody has to be paid by November 18th in full, which is exactly 30 days before the tour begins in India on December 18th. Okay. And of course, you all know that the airfares from US to India will keep on increasing as you wait longer and longer. So it's better for you to make your own arrangements to reach Delhi by on that date. Now, if you want to have Krishna Vegaraju, who's here, help you with the air tickets to India, he can do that also. He can help you with the tickets on your. But your first step is to sign up for the course and say, yes, I'm interested. And then immediately we'll get into a lot of discussion with you. There is a link that Ankur has pasted on the chat window. If you just click on that link, it'll open up a page for you and you can look at it. Can you
send that link by email? Is it
possible? We will send everything. We'll send everything. Now you will start hearing from us more and more. Okay. Yeah. Om Dingraji, you have a question.
Yes, sir. I'm in Chicago. One question which just came up, you said the tour started December 18 or December 22nd?
December 22nd. Sorry, 22nd. December 22nd.
Okay. Yeah. So, but if I reach Delhi before, like let's say December 18th, and if I reach to that Royal Palace on December 22nd, that would be okay. I don't you just have to reach to that. Okay. And another question is, may I request you, which I think you did answer this question, to send us this recorded Zoom meeting today? Is it possible?
Yeah, we'll do it. And in fact, what I'm going to do Because the attendance was very low today, I will probably do another open house to get more participation in this thing. But we'll send you the recording, no problem. We'll send it to you.
Because if you send the recording, we can share with the Hindu community leaders in different temples. Maybe more people will be interested, and because we can share that link or the recording with other people.
Yeah, oh, wonderful. Yeah, great. We will do that.
Question. Actually, what Krishnaji shared, the Word document, that would also help. Because
so actually,
it went a little bit choppy.
Yeah, I know. So let me do one thing, okay? Let me show you a different version of the same thing, which we have prepared, but unfortunately, let me share with you this. Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay. So this, if you just look at this, right? This is a kind of a brochure. How do I scroll here? Yeah, there you go. Bharat, the spiritual journey. So at the whole itinerary at a glance. Okay, the whole itinerary in one slide, okay? And December 1, day 1, December 23rd, this is a Nataraja statue installed in front of the new Bharata Mandapam. Akshardham. Sorry?
It's okay. You are going to send these things to us.
We will send it. We'll send this all.
Please, yes. Yeah. This is great. This is good.
Yeah. December 25th. Then Ayodhya, Ganga Aarti. Day 5, Hanuman Gari, Ram Janma Bhoomi, Sita Ki Rasoi, Dasharath Bhavan, Kanak Bhavan, Ram Katha Park, Sarayu River Banks. December 20, day 6th, Ayodhya, Chitrakoot, Ramghat, Mandakini River Aarti, Gupta Godavari Caves, the Rama and Lakshmana's meetings, Chitrakoot, day 7, day 8, Prayagraj, day 9, Triveni Sangam, Varanasi, Kashi Vishwanath Temple, Ganga Aarti ceremony. There will be New Year Eve, so it will be a very nice New Year gala dinner for everybody.
In Varanasi.
Then day 10, Varanasi, Durga Temple, Tulsi Manas Mandir, Bharat Mata Mandir, Banaras Hindu University, we take a brief look at Sarnath. Then go to Nashik, Panchavati, Kalaram Temple, Sita Gufa, Amkund, Triambakeshwar Temple. Then off to Bangalore to Lepakshi, Jatayu Theme Park, Veerabhadra Temple in Lepakshi, and Hampi ruins, Virupaksha Temple, Matanga Parvat, Kala Temple, Stone Chariot, Anjaneya Hill, so on. And Hampi we're going to spend a few days. Janadri Hill, Jagan Mahal. Then Hampi to Bangalore by road. Then off to Madurai, Gandhi Memorial Museum, Madurai, Meenakshi Amman Temple. Then off to Rameshwaram, Paddamadana Parvatam, Hambat Bridge. And from Rameshwaram back to Madurai, Panchamukha Hanuman Temple, floating stone outside the temple, Dhanushkoti, which is the farthest place on the Indian side. And then again, Meenakshi Temple, flight to Colombo, Sri Lanka, great tropical paradise, started Anuradhapura, Mahabodhi, of course, a flight over Ram Setu. We're trying to arrange a seaplane which will take off and kind of at a low altitude go over the Ram Setu for us to see it.
Next.
Luxury yacht. Then Anuradhapura, Bhakta Hanuman Temple, Sita Kotua, Sita Amman Temple, Sita Elia, Ashoka Vatika, place where she was held, Ravana Falls, Ravana Caves, Gayatri Peetam Temple, Muneshwaram Temple, Andara, and back to Delhi. So this document, which is what 30 slides approximately, which we will be sending to you as soon as you are express interest. We will be sending it to you. So this is not so detailed like the Word document that Krishnaji was sharing, but this is much more simple and communicates the whole tour.
Mr. Vishwanathan.
Is there any maximum number of people that you set up for this tour? Is there a limit of?
I think we will not be able to handle maybe more than 30 on the maximum side. 25 is ideal. 20 will be just okay, just fine. 15 will be on the low side. So it will be, I mean, if we can somehow hit the number 25, it will be a fantastic experience.
So between 15 and 30.
15 and 30 is our range, is what we were.
If you have less than 15, then this tour will not take place, right? Or will it still take place?
Well, it may still take place. It may still take place if it is between 10 and 15. Below 10, we'll definitely not do it. Definitely not do it. Because, see the effort, I mean, the immensity of the effort involved, the organizational effort and the time and, and the cost, right? See, as you all know, the costs also become very hard to manage when it is the size of the group is very small. So, for example, when you organize a bus and the bus has 30 seats, and only 10 people are traveling on the bus, right? That's a kind of the cost gets steeper at that point.
I think you will have probably maximum number of people. This is a fantastic tour, and you do accept credit card.
Totally. So we will be sending you all the information about how to step by step how to proceed.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, and I have to leave, so we will stay connected. And most chances are, I and my wife will both join this.
Beautiful.
This is a fantastic tour.
Thank you. Yes,
that's what I was planning.
2 questions. One, what is the cutoff date before you decide for sure whether you have it or not?
No, I think we are insisting that everybody who's interested register, paying the $500 course fees. Okay, by September 30th.
Okay.
Right?
We'll know some idea.
We'll have some. By September 30th, if we cross the number 15, we're done. I mean, it's set. There is no doubt about that. After that, there'll be maybe some late registrants may come in after September 15th, September 30th. But I hope that by September 30th, we are set. And, we don't have to think about, are we going or are we not going? Hopefully, the question will only become, how many are going? Okay, so.
Then, several, I have been on some of these trips, many times some medical issues go up. I'm a physician. And there could be other physicians on the tour, which will be good. But I just want to share that we have a huge network of physicians because we train doctors in India. We have about 1,000 doctors on our network across India and Sri Lanka.
Beautiful.
So in case there are issues, we can help you.
Excellent. And Krishnaji is making some arrangements also. Krishna is making some arrangements along the tour.
We have set a nearby on the call doctors and hospital list at each and every destination point. I can share during the period.
Yes.
And if you are on the tour, it's a great asset to all of us, sir.
Yes, thank you. Because we have partnerships with all major medical institutions like CMC Vellore, PGI, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, So we have major programs in India.
Wonderful. Great.
Very, very nice. Thank you for your time.
Any other question? Any other questions, anybody? Otherwise, we will close and conclude.
No, there are some minor questions. I think already somebody asked whether Bangalore can be made point of exit rather than coming over to Delhi. We'll get into that later.
We'll get into that later. We'll be flexible. We'll be flexible in that regard.
most likely I will also have 2 people. We'll see how it goes.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Namaste, everybody. Thank you
Namaste.
very much. Namaskar.